And its history is so important to me because there's so much about Richmond that's so positive and so good that people just don't know about. And that's why we're here tonight. And I will say this, if you didn't know before, now you know.
Charlie Reid was the sort of the godfather of athletics in Richmond.
One of the things is rich about our legacy, or our history, or our heritage in the city of Richmond and North Richmond in this particular instance is people like Mr. Charlie Reid. I mean, he was Shields Reid Park. I mean, there was a Mr. Shields, but I knew Mr. Reid. I remember most about him is that when I visited the center over there, coming from Rochester, I was still treated like I was one of those North Richmond kids. What I also remember was that Mr. Reid was, he had this calming effect. He would get up in the most angriest brother's face and be able to deal with it.
But watching the film and looking and seeing all you people, it's just great. And it's so nice to see the young people here because there's so much history in Richmond.
Yes.
Mr. Reid is legendary.
Amen.
We could talk for hours and hours about his accomplishments.
Yes, sir.
But I want to just key on a couple of points. He was a father figure to many of us who didn't have a father.
Amen.
And to many of us who had a father was negligent.
I am so grateful to be standing before you guys to represent my grandfather. He always meant the world to me, and he wasn't known as grandfather to me. Me and my siblings always called him daddy. When I was like my grandson age, back in the days, they used to have the wooden like milk crates, and my grandfather used to stack them. And they used to have, we call it a punching bag, they call it a speed bag now, I don't know where speed bag came from, but he used to put me up on that, on them crates, and he taught me how to punch the punching bag.
A North Richmond native by the name of Ural McKelvey. Can I get a raise of hands of people in the room that personally knew Ural McKelvey? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
I worked with him, Doug, at Shields Reid.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so Ural McKelvey was responsible for bringing me to Richmond, the city of Richmond.
Yes, my name is Charonda Williams. I am a product of Richmond, a city of pride and purpose. It takes a village to raise a child, and I am a true product of that village. From my neighborhood where my grandmother who raised me stayed, from my neighbors encouraging me and inspiring me to go off to college, telling me education is the key to success. Me being young, I don't know what that means. Okay, I'm just listening to them. Little do I know, me graduating Gumpers High School, running with the Richmond Half-Steppers, Coach Eric Avey and Johnny Holmes presented multiple opportunities for me. I stuck with that. It was people in the community who pushed me the most. And I am grateful for those people because without those people, it would be no Charonda Williams. It wouldn't have been no Johnny Lee Chapman, no Pat Chapman. So I am grateful for everyone that was part of the village.
And me and Spiders keep in touch, and we are best friends, and I love this union. This is beautiful. I wouldn't miss it. I almost did. Thank God for it.
I feel again, they don't talk too much, I don't have too much support, there's not too many track guys there, but me, after the record was great for me, it made me one of the best brothers in the world. Yeah, I beat him once, I beat him twice, but one thing happened is that we became good friends.
And I remember, I think, first hearing about Nat through my father, who was a teacher at Kennedy High School, and you would go speak in the schools, including at Kennedy High School. And then I think the first time actually we're working with you when I worked for Tom Powers way back around 1980. And let me say this, whether Nat or I disagreed or agreed, I always had immense respect to this individual because he truly represents the role of a public servant.
Amen.
Someone who grew up in this city, whose roots are here, this certificate from the county. Nat is known as a leader who broke racial and ethnic barriers, advanced projects that benefited the public, and helped build a great city where all people can thrive.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, Nat, for your service, and we are so glad that you are still healthy to be here.
Yes, sir.
Respect for others, irrespective of what color you are. When you are an athlete, you can care less what color a person is, how big or short he is. All you want to do is win the game. And he's the best player on your team. You want him shooting a free throw or running the ball or being a track star or whatever. That is fundamental teaching that provides you an opportunity to be successful in life. You never win a game by yourself. You always got to have others. So God bless you. Thank you for coming out.